Hello and welcome to the Offsite Construction Series, offsitedirt.com construction news. My name is Audrey Grabesic. I am the owner of Modular SureSite. We are a modular consulting firm for residential and commercial projects. We also have a dedicated factory line. Today brings us to our modular factory owners, an in-depth discussion with 4 different owners from Modern Mod, BestGen, BMark, and Fading West. My host with me, or co-host, I should say, is Scott Hickens. Hi, Scott.
Hey, Audrey.
A couple of sentences, but is it possible to have single family and commercial projects in your factory, being able to have 2 lanes or 3 lanes or 4 lanes, and able to do both projects, because they're both specifically different, right? There's a lot of same traits to them, but again, different plant-wise to run them. Anthony, are you able to do both single family and commercial in your factories?
I'll take a hard stance just to make it interesting so people disagree with me. I'll say no. Sure, you can do whatever you want. I mean, you can stand up now, dance around. You can do whatever you want, but commercial projects are different than single family. And actually, I'm really looking forward to David's answer, because I think he might be doing that. All my experience leads me to say no, but I would be curious to learn and see if I'm missing anything.
David, why don't you take that?
Well, the answer is yes, if you have Audrey as a client, because you have no choice. But but yeah, I used to be able to say no and would adamantly agree. I could tell you that it's something that needs to happen in a dedicated line for single family. So if you can divide your plant, if you have the blessing and the benefit of the square footage to be able to do that, then you can effectively pull that off. My best employee is the guy that works at Subway. If he can read that deal that says, put 3 pieces of meat here and 2 pieces of cheese and 1 slice of mayonnaise, I could teach him how to build a house. And so that's what we do. We break it down at the station, and that all comes from the Revit and all the different tools that we have at our disposal now that we haven't had before. So yes, it's possible. I would definitely never do it in the same line, but in the same building, yeah, absolutely.
Charlie, how about you?
Then you're cheating. I'll just say that, David.
The way we're looking at it is we're really focusing on residential and smaller footprint timber frame apartments. And so we're not getting into hotels. We're still going to do IBC through the same line, but really limiting the apartment. It does create a lot of headaches. Mostly there are different systems and different materials and different codes. Obviously, the biggest thing for us is it clogs our single line for just too long. So that's a big challenge. But I think it's possible if you constrain what you're doing on the commercial side to a pretty easy niche in that market.
Well, I love that you all know what your market is, and I love that you all know what your capacities are. Michael, you have your factory in South Dakota. Now you're looking at the Southwest to build the next one. What's your plan for that? Are you going to be able to do both?
We are looking at doing both, but we will have a separate line that kind of specializes in the one-off single family or the smaller ADU type processes. Otherwise, these guys mentioned you got to have, a lot of product going through there. We're doing it in our current factory, but we have 18 single family houses that are very similar. And so we'll push those through. Each house has 3 different boxes, and we're pushing those through quickly. And those are taking up, a schedule, and then we'll have the next commercial project follow behind that. So, but doing a one-off is very, very difficult and can screw up your schedule.